can't be doing that, okay? And you know you're not supposed to. So if I call the state police and they come down here and they take you off, then...
Sir, can I get your name and badge number, please?
I'm not falling in for that trap, all right?
It's a trap to identify yourself to a member of the public?
Yes.
I saw the sign, yeah. I saw the sign when I pulled up.
That you can't videotape here, right?
But there's no, because there's no statute associated with that sign. It's just a sign.
Yeah, but that...
I have a constitutional protected right of First Amendment under the for freedom of press.
You're gonna spit the laws out.
I'm just taking some pictures and video.
Yeah, you're not supposed to.
Oh.
The sign right there, strictly prohibited.
Is that a law?
Yeah, it's a law.
Then why would you start talking to the person with the camera if you didn't want to be on one?
You're a fucking idiot.
What's up, guys? Long Island Audit here. Back again with another video. Today we're at the Rhode Island Correctional Facility here in Cranston, Rhode Island.
This is a powerful hook that instantly throws the viewer into conflict. A man aggressively challenges the cameraman, insisting he cannot record and even threatens to call state police. The auditor calmly pushes back, asking for a name and badge number, only to be met with refusal and a bizarre claim that identifying oneself is a trap. Within seconds, the core tension is established: authority versus rights. The mention of police escalates the stakes immediately, creating urgency and curiosity. Before the viewer can process it, the official intro begins, revealing the location, a correctional facility. This opening works perfectly because it starts mid-conflict, not explanation. It makes the audience ask, why is filming causing this much reaction? That curiosity locks them in.
We're here today, as always, to peacefully exercise our First Amendment right to film in public and publicly accessible areas, to promote transparency and accountability within our government, and to ensure that our public servants recognize our rights and treat us with respect. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so as you can see right here, we have a restricted area sign: authorized personnel only, all vehicles and persons subject to search, all intake center visitor parking this way, to the left. So I'm assuming the restricted area is to go straight.
The auditor explains his purpose and immediately highlights a critical detail: the no filming sign. Instead of avoiding it, he directly challenges it, pointing out there's no statute behind it. This becomes the foundation of the entire encounter. The camera captures the environment, reinforcing that this is public property, while the auditor clearly states his intent to stay within legal boundaries. Then, tension returns quickly as a civilian confronts him, insisting filming is illegal. This interaction is important. It shows how misinformation spreads even before officials get involved. The confrontation begins to build again, setting the stage for something bigger.
That would be restricted, as you can see the other sign right there. So, as always, we never want to break the law. That is never our intention. Our intentions are to peacefully exercise our constitutional rights. So we're not going to go into any restricted areas. Let's go into the visitor lot over here. Let's take a look around. We have a sign here that says videotaping and still photos are strictly prohibited. That is just a sign. There's no statute associated with it, so we are on public property. Anything we can see from public, we can take pictures of.
This segment captures the first real escalation. The civilian becomes aggressive, using insults and trying to provoke the auditor. Instead of ignoring him, the auditor pushes back verbally, exposing the lack of legal basis behind the claims. What makes this part important is the shift from disagreement to hostility. The civilian's emotional reaction contrasts sharply with the auditor's controlled responses. This confrontation triggers the next phase: authority involvement. The civilian essentially acts as the catalyst that brings correctional officers into the situation.
So, again, we don't break any laws, but that's not a law. Absolutely massive facility here.
Supposed to be video over there, right?
Excuse me?
Signs all over the place, not the video.
Oh, I'm just taking some pictures and video.
Yeah, you're not supposed to.
Oh.
The sign right there, strictly prohibited.
Is that a law?
Yeah, it's a law.
What law is that?
Don't get us in it.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, why would you start talking to the person with the camera if you didn't want to be on one?
You're a fucking idiot.
Oh, really? Why don't you go run to the your protectors inside and tell them that I'm breaking a policy, because it's not a law. Because I'm an effing idiot for exercising my rights.
Did you take my car video?
I'm sorry?
Did you take my car video?
Did I take your car video?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I'm looking for inmate accounts building.
Now the situation escalates to official authority. A correctional officer steps in and immediately tries to enforce the no filming rule. A key turning point happens here. The officer refuses to identify himself, calling it a trap. This moment is both tense and revealing. It highlights a lack of professionalism and adds fuel to the confrontation. The auditor challenges this calmly but firmly, exposing the contradiction. The officer then escalates further by threatening to call Capitol Police. At this point, the conflict shifts from local disagreement to a higher level. Law enforcement involvement is now inevitable.
Inmate accounts building?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know where that would be. You probably could ask this gentleman over here.
Sir, you can't be doing that, okay?
Who are you, sir?
Sir, you can't be doing that. You see that video sign over there?
May I get your name and badge number, please, sir?
Why?
I'd like to know the name and badge numbers of all the public servants that come in contact with me.
Why?
For accountability and transparency purposes, sir. May I get your name and badge number?
Right there. See that video? See?
That's not your name and badge number.
Video. See? It says no
Oh,
video.
I've already recorded that sign, sir.
Okay, then you know you're not supposed to. So if I call the state police and they come down here and they take you off, then
Sir, can I get your name and badge number, please?
I'm not falling in for that trap, all right?
It's a trap to identify yourself to a member of the public?
Yes.
Really? That's interesting. It's a trap to identify yourself to a member of the public. Ridiculous. Really. You can't make these kinds of interactions up. You truly can't. Sir, how is it a trap to give me your name and badge number? How is that a trap, officer? How is it a trap to give me your name and badge number? And be professional with members of the public? Capitol Police will be down. So it looks like the Capitol Police have arrived. We have an officer walking up on us here. Hey, how are you?
How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
You up too?
I'm just taking some pictures and video.
Yeah.
Can I get your name and badge number, please?
Yeah, Officer Fogarty, badge 23.
Nice to meet you. My name is Sean, by the way. Just taking some pictures and video of the facility here.
Yeah, well, I'm just coming because you're wearing a bulletproof vest, so you got the attention you wanted, so...
This is a utility vest.
Utility? Oh,
Yeah, it's
it looks
utility.
Like one, though. You get why that would look like that, right?
It's a utility vest that used to hold all my batteries and cameras and everything else. You see the camera?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
So what's your plan after that? Just take some video?
Just take some pictures and video out
see
in public
the
here.
reaction you can get.
Hopefully I don't get any reaction, officer. That's the goal. Hopefully I don't get any. It's a little too late for that, it looks like.
Let me just come.
Yeah, that's the correctional officer who called you.
Capitol Police arrive, and the tone changes instantly. Unlike the correctional officer, the first responding officer is calmer and more professional. A detailed legal debate unfolds. The auditor explains constitutional rights, while the officer leans on policy and facility rules. The clash here is more intellectual than emotional, policy versus law. The tension remains, though. The officer hints that the situation could escalate similarly to a previous incident involving the auditor. This segment is crucial because it shows a shift from chaos to controlled confrontation, but the outcome is still uncertain.
See that sign right there?
Oh yeah, I recorded it already.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
You already saw it.
I saw the sign, yeah. I saw the sign when I pulled up.
That you can't videotape here, right?
But there's because there's no statute associated with that sign. It's just a sign,
Yeah, but
right? It's just a sign.
It's a sign because this is a government building.
A public building.
It's a public. I mean, it's not really public. You can't enter the building.
You can't enter the building, but it's funded by the taxpayers. This is public property. I'm not going. My intentions is not to go and break inside of a correctional facility.
What are your intentions?
To take pictures and video from public.
What exactly? Yeah, but
my name is Sean. I told you.
There's no video required here. So
well, no, I saw that. I saw that sign as soon as I came up here, and I understand that anybody could put a sign. You could put a sign that there was, no people of color coming into this building, whatever the case may be. It could be any type of sign you could put up there, but that doesn't make it lawful, and it doesn't mean that it's attached to any sort of statute.
So you're not going to be allowed to videotape here, though.
So what lawful reason can I not video? Because I have a constitution protected right of First Amendment under for freedom of press.
You're gonna spit the laws out.
I mean, spitting the laws out as a law enforcement officer, it kind of seems like that's what you want, right?
Yeah, but when video is restricted here.
But that's not a law. You're a law enforcement officer. It's not a law. If you could find me a law that says I can't video here, I would. We could talk then. I don't see how a law can override the United States Constitution. That you took an oath, right?
When you went to the courthouse the other day, and they kicked you out, what was your?
Oh, I left voluntarily under threat of arrest.
Yes.
They'll be getting a federal lawsuit.
Well, I'm just trying to tell you that's what's going to happen here, because you're not allowed to videotape here, so you can just.
But there's a difference, because there was a judge's order.
Be busy then. Like I'm just telling you that's
there's a judge's order in the courthouse, apparently, that we'll find that out in the lawsuit. But there's no order here. There's no law. So
no,
what reason?
Directly for the prison, but
okay.
I understand that is what they're saying that there is. So I don't know that specific policy that they have, but I'm sure it's very similar with the one that the judge has. So
well, a judge's order is a lot different than a policy.
Well, no, yeah, well, it's the judicial system right there, so it's going to be similar for a judge's order versus.
Can I speak to a supervisor?
Yeah, let me see if I can get one here for you. Oh,
sure.
My supervisor or a prison supervisor?
Any kind of supervisor that would know, probably your supervisor, or law enforcement, because correctional officers aren't law enforcement officers, right? They don't have law enforcement ability.
Yeah,
their job is inside of that building.
Hey, I'm out on my neck.
They know me from the courthouse. They're going to be getting a nice federal lawsuit from that courthouse. I'll link the video of that one in the description. It's already been uploaded by the time you watch this. He's filming outside, Sarge.
I don't recognize. He's the guy that sent me an email about. It's not someone I recognize.
He's the guy that was sent an email. So apparently, ladies and gentlemen, they sent an email about us.
I'm trying to get him to leave. I don't know. It says it's posted. All right.
More officers arrive, including a supervisor, and the dynamic shifts again. The conversation becomes calmer, more structured, and less confrontational. The auditor continues to assert his rights, but now the officers appear more willing to listen. They acknowledge restricted areas, but do not enforce removal. This is the true turning point of the video. Authority backs off without confrontation. The earlier threats fade, and the situation stabilizes. The auditor remains on the property, proving that the initial claims against him had no real enforcement behind them.
Officer, if you'd like to earn another federal lawsuit with your name on it, all you got to say is, I'm going to arrest you, Sean, if you don't leave here immediately.
It won't be me. It
won't be.
It'll be above my head, man. I can care less, man.
I keep my lawyers very busy.
Who's your lawyer?
Oh, every lawyer is different from all over. I have different lawyers from all over the country. Capitol Police don't have body cameras. It's a shame. You guys should really have them. They're great. How you doing today, sir?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing well. Doing well. You mind if I get your name and badge number?
Officer Scott, badge number 12, Rhode Island Capitol Police.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Yeah, you did. What was Sean?
Yeah, my name's Sean.
What was your last name?
Oh, I didn't give it. I don't give out any private personal information.
Okay.
Other than Sean. I'm an independent
What
journalist.
brings you to intake today?
Oh, I'm an independent journalist. I'm working on the story on this facility here. I'm just taking some pictures and video from public property.
Okay.
Don't plan on going inside unless you make me. Or I don't think inside's a lot of
That's
fun.
all the building you're allowed to.
Yeah, I'm just taking pictures.
We just got a phone call, so we came over. That's all.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
From Rhode Island?
No, not from Rhode Island. I'm from Long Island. I already said it.
Okay.
Long Island.
Okay.
The actual island.
Well, it's a long way.
Yeah, travel all over the country.
Take the ferry over? Is it faster that way? or-
Ferry's faster, yeah. Ferry's faster.
I'd say so.
Ferry's a lot faster. New York City traffic, no good.
Yeah, I got you. Oh, all right. How you doing?
Hey, how are you doing, sir?
We got a call to someone with a bulletproof vest walking around outside.
Oh, it's a utility vest. It's not a bulletproof vest. It's a utility vest just to hold my camera and my batteries and stuff. That's all.
right.
You mind if I get your name and badge number?
Are you just taking video of the intake building just for like a First Amendment kind of check?
Yeah, just taking some pictures and video as
We
a,
just
as a
wanted to make
journalist.
sure that it wasn't anything. We got a
Nefarious?
call. It looked like a bulletproof vest from the people that called in, so that's why we're here. So,
Okay, no, yeah, because he didn't mention the officer here. Are you law enforcement?
state police.
State police.
Yeah.
And your name, sir?
What's that?
Just
name
real
and
quick
badge number?
before-
Safe place, like.
There are.
Can I get your names and badge numbers?
There are restricted areas.
I just want to know who I'm speaking to
Badge
first.
137.
43?
Yeah. Just there are restricted areas.
Oh, I see the signs. Yeah, I see the
So as long as
signs.
you don't go in there. Help yourself out. All right.
Yeah, sure, no problem. And maybe if you could let him, the correctional officer there know.
He's just there. Can you see the restricted area?
No, but he came when I was over here. So just so you let him know, maybe educate him a little bit, and we can,
Also, the sign with videotaping is still photo. Restricted.
I know, but you know that there's no law associated with that sign.
Just
It doesn't
if you could
override
just
the
stay out of
Constitution.
restricted areas, we'd appreciate it.
Yeah, I don't plan on going to restricted areas, sir.
All right, we appreciate it. Thank you.
Have a great day. My name's Sean. What's your name?
Adam.
Adam. Nice to meet you, Adam. Take care, gentlemen. You guys have a great day. Stay safe out there. You got away this time with the lawsuit on your name. I'll get you next time. Proof, ladies and gentlemen, that a sign doesn't make... Excuse me, ma'am. This is 100% proof that a sign... Videotaping and still photos are strictly prohibited. A sign means nothing without a statute behind it. And a sign, and even a statute, does not override our constitutional rights. We're going to be hanging out here for a few more minutes, getting some additional footage, and then we'll be on our way. Alright guys, so we're just finishing up here at the correctional facility in Cranston, Rhode Island. So from the start, things weren't going our way. We were confronted by a fellow citizen who decided to take it upon himself to point out this unconstitutional sign here that says filming and picture taking is strictly prohibited, and then proceeded to call me names and use profanity against me and try and escalate a situation that didn't need to be escalated. If you're going to involve yourself in a situation, make sure you know what you're talking about, because I'm still here exercising my rights, our rights, to protect even his rights. And then his wife or his significant other wants to be upset that I'm recording her. Don't record us. Well, maybe you shouldn't get involved in other people's business, especially a man with a camera. That's a pro tip for everyone out there. All the bootlickers out there. You don't want to be recorded? Don't get involved with the cameraman. Don't try and educate the cameraman when he's here to educate law enforcement officers. Correctional officer then came out and spoke with us, because I'm sure that fellow citizen decided to run to the correctional officers inside and tell them about us. He came outside, wouldn't identify himself, completely unprofessional, pointed out to the unconstitutional sign again that it was strictly prohibited what I was doing. I tried to explain to him that's my constitutional right. We the people have a right of freedom of press to gather information on public property for transparency and accountability. He didn't want to hear any of it. He said Capitol Police was going to remove me. Capitol Police arrived on the scene, and they already knew who I was. I've been traveling throughout Rhode Island, and apparently they sent out an email, a mass email about me. Dangerous man with a camera exercising his rights everywhere he goes. And he also brought up that I was removed from the building under threat of arrest. I was. You've already seen that video. If you haven't, I'll link it in the description below. They earned themselves a nice federal civil rights lawsuit, so obviously they didn't want another one here. They learned their lesson. That's why I am still here. Regardless of what that sign says, I'm still here exercising my rights. The Capitol Police, in general, did a pretty good job. I felt like they were trying to escalate a little bit at first, the first officer, but they all identified themselves eventually. Nothing got too crazy. No one tried to remove me from the property, put their hands on me, so they were educated. The correctional officers were educated on our rights, which is good. And hopefully that fellow citizen inside is educated on our rights, so he can learn something here today too. But let me know what you think about this one in the comment section below. As always, stay safe, God bless, I'll see you in the next video.
The final segment wraps everything together. The auditor explains the entire encounter, calling out key moments: civilian escalation, officer refusal to identify, and misinformation about filming laws. He also acknowledges that Capitol Police ultimately handled the situation better by not escalating further. This part provides clarity and reinforces the central message. A sign without legal backing does not override constitutional rights. The video ends with a sense of resolution and reflection, giving the audience a full understanding of what happened and why it matters.